now. Hollywood, Hollywood, no looking down. Hollywood now. Hollywood, Hollywood, no looking down. Hollywood now.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Another interview with Hollywood Now, where we interview Hollywood stars, insiders, and influencers. Thank you guys so much for committing to support King Solomon Entertainment Media Group. We are so excited about the wonderful things we got coming up as far as the new platforms we're introducing, as well as our support system. We cannot do what we do without our supporters, without our subscribers, without our partners, and without those who connect with us. So thank our partners, hearttoheartforyou.org, heal2heal.org, for their wonderful partnership. Tommy Washington Therapy Group, wonderful massage therapy group that support us and sponsor us. Thank you guys so much for your partnership. If you want to partner with us, advertise with us, connect with us, go to our official website, kingsolomonentertainment.tv, and we will let you know how to do that. If you have not subscribed, we are on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Clubhouse. King Solomon Entertainment, right in the title, King Solomon ENTCO and Media Group. Instagram, of course, the underscores, King_Solomon_ENT_CO_, as well as Facebook, King Solomon ENTCO. We would love for you to subscribe and connect with us and follow what we do and click the notification and comment. We want to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much. As I said, another great interview. We are so excited. If you guys knew, I've been trying to get this wonderful guy. I heard wonderful things about him, and he don't know how we are connected, but we're going to let him know in a second when he comes on. But he's an actor, producer, a thespian in his own right, director, a Detroit native, Michigan State, shout out to Michigan State University, by way of Chicago, my hometown. I'm a Southsider, my hometown, right? Small world. And so Chicago, but his film credits, to say the least, I couldn't even name them all. It is fluid of credits, but Inception, Red Eye, Coach Carter, The Mainsfield 12, House MD, 24 to say a few, and the most recent, The Vampire War. The director credit is The Preacher's Son, All Between Us, 19 Summers, Lifetime. He's been on Amazon movies, winner of the NAACP Theater Awards, which I cover as well. I mean, this wonderful, wonderful actor, thespian. We're so excited to have actor, producer, director, Carl Gilliard.
Wow.
How you doing, my friend?
I didn't know I did all that. Thank you.
I didn't even know everything. I had to stop at some point.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you so much for gracing our platform. Thank you so much for being here, sir. I appreciate you. Please introduce yourself. If I didn't do you injustice, please say what you want to say.
Great justice, except I have never won an NAACP theater.
He was nominated.
Yeah, but yeah, I've directed plays that people have won, and I have been nominated for plays that I produced that didn't win, or that kind of thing. But I'm very involved in that since I've never won one, but I've really been associated with winners, which is good.
Oh, wonderful event. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. I was there when Lonnie Lonnie hosted and when Wendy hosted. Wonderful event. It's going to be amazing event, just like the Image Awards. A great, amazing. So I want to get started with the interview. Like, where did the passion for art, the love for art for you begin?
Wow, my whole life. I mean, it's my journey is not much different than many others. Well, yeah, it is. Everybody's journey is different, but I've known since I was a very, very small boy that I wanted to be involved with entertainment, and I never really thought when back in the day when I was. See, I'm from Chicago too, by the way. I'm from Chicago, but I went to high school in Detroit.
Okay.
And I remember when I was a kid, I'd go to the movies and I'd sit there and watch them all day long, the same movie over and over again. And I would daydream about working in the arts and acting and working in television. And that's kind of how it started. And when I got to Michigan State, I, was invited to be in plays, and I had never acted before. And I started just working in plays there, and it just kind of snowballed, Yes. I'm really grateful. I wanted to do it. It's just almost like God had just kind of winked at me and said, okay, man, just go ahead and I'll give you a chance, and just give me the glory as much as you can along the way. And I will continue to bless you. And I'm just very humbled and grateful, really.
Amazing, isn't it? It's wonderful. And so,
Mhm.
in that, how have your Hollywood experience been? 'Cause this is what the show was really founded upon. I wanted to definitely add the dynamics of that inside kind of learning the craft, but also it is you hear a lot of information about it's good to be nice, it's who you know, all these different components and nuggets we pick up along the way. But in your own words, how has your Hollywood experience been, good or bad? And how have you have managed to keep working?
Well, it's funny you mentioned keep working. There are many years that I did not work. Lately, I've been working quite a bit, and I'm grateful. That's kind of why I'm so grateful, is because I know what it's like to not work.
Mhm.
In terms of your question about how to survive, I just have done the best that I could to be of service to other people. And I enjoy the industry. I enjoy artistic people. I enjoy every aspect of media and entertainment and filmmaking and television. Um, and I'm fascinated by it. I just am very felt fortunate. So I don't, you know, I think the real key, and you said something right there, in terms of who you know. That's true, but it's also who knows you, and it's
Okay.
also how you handle relationships along the way.
Yes.
And you can't do it perfectly. There's going to be somebody who's not going to like you for this or that reason, and that's the way it is. But I think that for me, the sum of the two, between those that have appreciated and been honorable toward me, that I've tried to honor, I think this far exceeds those that don't. And that's kind of the key. I'm kind of winning in the math department on that one. I have a pretty good tribe.
No, that's amazing because all those things is a factor, and I guess knowing when to use them and to differentiate,
Mhm.
knowing when to say and when how to connect, and knowing what to ask for. Because when I'm in the room, you have to read the room properly, and you have to know who to talk to and what to ask that particular person, and
Mhm.
you just have to learn all those things along the way, and you will learn the type of results you're looking for when you ask the right person the right question.
It's funny because not until recently, and this is not, it's probably one of my faults. Not until recently have I begun to ask for anything from anybody. I mean, the people who help me are people who offer, and I accept. I'm gotten
Mhm.
better at that. But I help people all the time. And when I do ask for help, it tends to be for someone else.
Oh wow!
I give an example that I don't mind sharing with you. Like, I'm involved with Bill Duke. Bill Duke has a nonprofit. So I work with him. It's called the Duke Media Foundation. You can find out more about it at dukemediafoundation.org. And so he likes to have people of note come in and talk to the kids, because we service, high school age kids. So I will get on the phone and I will call people who I know who are pretty famous or whatever, or very well-known people, and ask them to come and work with us.
Mm.
And sometimes they say yes, and many times they say no. That's
Yes.
probably the closest time that I'm doing an event this weekend that involves Bill, that I had to call people up to come on. And so I could probably use some help and getting better at asking for things for myself, because I don't really do it that much.
That's amazing. And that was one of the nuggets I was going to say later, how we connected. Director Bill Dukes gave me my first Hollywood star interview, first celebrity
Okay.
interview.
Wow. Okay.
I came down and I interviewed that wonderful organization at the New York Film Academy and seen the amazing work that you guys do
Oh,
there.
I should have been there. Where was I?
You probably was, but
I
he
might
was.
not have been there. I might not have been there, because it's been times that our conflicts, I was working or something, couldn't make it. But the
Yeah.
NIFA production project is partly what I helped develop that. So
Yeah.
I've been involved with Bill and involved with NIFA for years. So
Yes. So I was very excited to see that because I always thank Director Bill Dukes for that, and since then gotten so many other people. But I remember working with Miss Linda, who was assisting him then,
Linda
and
brought us out.
oh my goodness, and she's
Yeah, I mean,
amazing.
I talk to Linda all the time.
Amazing. And so it was just really a pat on the back to say, go ahead. And I did just that. I just ran with it. And when I expanded the media sector, and it's been wonderful. And I have not looked back, but I always remember Director Bill Dukes for doing that for me because he didn't have to do it. And it's like, I didn't have anything to show him as far as celebrities, just the other work I did. It didn't have any celebrities on it, but amazing that he did that. So that's wonderful that you say that because that's what it's all about. You helping others. And so you forget about yourself, but you have to
Right.
know Don't forget about yourself and ask for that. So the auditioning process, please share with the audience. Like, do you forever taking classes to train? Are you
Yeah.
studying train? Yeah. So your off time you train. What do you do as far as to help with the auditioning process?
Well, auditions are the way you get jobs, so it's necessary. I don't want to call it an evil, but yeah, metaphorically speaking, it's a necessary evil. So you have so when you audition, you prepare for it like it's a job. You prepare the material to go in and present it, and I think that the authenticity is important in terms of what you're bringing to the character. You get to find a unique angle on your take, what you see the character doing in those pages, and do the best job you can in bringing that character to life in front of the people in the room. Right now, we are working primarily with self-tape, so we shoot at home, so that's challenging. It's a whole different thing, but you got to do it. So, I mean, I don't claim to have been, as successful at auditioning as many others have been. I have been, but it's, some people are better at it than others. I've just been blessed to, win some auditions, but also, through relationships, people call me and ask me to do things, or they just want to interview me and talk to me about working on something. So that's happened to me a good amount. But I audition. I do win some auditions, but I've learned to like it. I'm getting
that's definitely a craft all of its own. But yeah, it definitely shows your training when you're able to get the character, see the character, and get to that point that they're looking for in the audition to compete, because there are other people there that are just as qualified, but you have to. They have to see the character in you, and that's like an art form all within itself to say, "Oh yeah, I seen you as that character," so that's why you got it. So that's definitely a craft, an amazing ability and a skill to do. So now that you have acted, you produced, and you directed, now as a director, uh, what are your sentiments now that you have directed to the talent, working with the talent? Do you appreciate the actors more? Are you able to really help them to get there quicker? So how has that changed as a director now?
I don't, I don't direct a lot.
Okay.
However, I think I'm a really good director, and the reason why I'm a good director is because of working with people like Bill Duke, and I've been directed by great directors, and then I've been an actor for a long time. So when I work with actors, I approach them the way I would want to be approached if I were acting in a project. So I find that a lot of actors tend to be the best directors, and that's not always true, but oftentimes it's true. And there are great directors who have never acted. So I don't want to say that you need to be a great actor to direct. I'm saying that the acting does prepare you for building a relationship with actors on the set when you're trying to get the best performance out of them. And it's really like a psychology behind it. And so when I work mostly in theater, when I've directed, I've only directed one film. And even my digital series, which I just released about 6 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago, whenever it was. I was supposed to direct that. And because people came forth and wanted to direct it, I just let it go and let other folk direct it, which was fine with me. Give me one less thing to do because I had enough already. So I guess to make a long story short, acting and directing kind of go hand in hand. Because if you're directing actors, you know what it feels like to be on that side as an actor in a project. And so I just try to relate and bring the best part of that person to life and give them the freedom to be able to be the best self and be able to create in that moment without me getting in the way. I just kind of get out of the way, but to kind of set the table for them to feel comfortable on the set with the words, with the story. And just let the cameras roll and let it happen, and on theater, and in theater, same thing's true. You just kind of let people go and give them the freedom to be able and just kind of whisper in their ear. You see things. I love to do that. If I'm on a set and an actor's doing something and I see something and what I see is really not based upon what I want. It's more based upon what I see in them. So you go whisper in their ear something that they can do or that that they will connect to, and then they will just go forward. And that's really what it is for me and when I direct. Yeah, but I don't direct that often. I think I'm a good director, but I don't really get that many opportunities. But I don't really seek them either. So
you mentioned your web series. What are some of the current projects you're working on?
what about you? Mean the web series?
Yeah, currently, what you mentioned the web series, but what are other?
That's just one of the projects I'm worked on. I did a digital series called 2 Degrees, and it was most recently selected for the Pan African Film Festival. So it's in the Pan African Film Festival starts this week or the end of the week, and really happy about that. It's in the digital series category. It's called 2 Degrees. Shot it last year, and we released it in April. So it's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. 2 Degrees, 2 Degrees, the series. And is that what you asked me?
Yeah, that project as well as other current projects that you are working on. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that one is a series that I wrote, and I'm the lead actor in, and I produced. I didn't direct it. Okay, and 6 episodes, and I'm very happy and proud of that effort. It's low budget, low concept show, but we think we got something. People call it the Black Curb Enthusiasm. You ever see Curb Enthusiasm?
Of course. Okay. It's a great show.
Yeah, well, that's what people say when they see it. I mean, I've heard it more than one time, so I figured maybe that is what it's coming across. So that's what it is, because I play myself in the show. It's me, but it's not really me. It's not it's like fictional me. So, and I use in all my relationships that are in town, I've got great people in the show. We got Wendy Raquel Robinson did an episode. Bill Duke did one. Michael Beach, Michael T. Williamson, Daphne Springs, who's an internet phenomenon with her funny videos. She did one. Kim Whitley did it. Sean Blakemore from Greenleaf did it. Let me see. I said Bill Duke. Kalita Smith. Oh my God, a lot of people. Trisha Mann, Grant. I mean, AJ Sanders. I mean, and then a lot of journeyman great actors like Shelley Robertson and Tony Winters and Richard Whiten and Elliot Woods. I'm gonna miss somebody, but there's a lot. Aaron D. Spears. There's a lot of people who did the show. So that's that. And then I'm also working on The Family Business. It's a show on BET Plus.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I'm working on that now. That's why I'm doing that now. I'm in season 2, 8 episodes of that on BET Plus. I'm working on season 3 now. In fact, I'll be working on that. Well, I worked on it yesterday, and I'm working on it tomorrow, Saturday. There's another show on BET Plus called Giants. It's won 2 Emmys. I didn't win one, but it's won 2 Emmys. It's called Giants, and the second season of that, and For the Love of Jason, which is on All Black, and it's also on Amazon until the end of February. I just shot Bigger in Atlanta. I shot episode of Shameless yesterday. So it's been good. I mean, I think that's pretty much everything that is going on. I've got stuff on, on Amazon, Tubi, and, stuff that you may know, you may not know, stuff that you may forget.
Amazing.
I could go on. I mean, so, a film on Netflix called Dead Con, Doe, which is on Amazon. I mean, movie on Tubi called Vampire Wars. I mean, I'm just really grateful. I mean, no matter how big or small the project is, there are lots of actors who never even see any action. It's a hard business. But I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm not.
Amazing.
So
now you've seen a lot of. You've been in the business a long time. You've seen a lot of changes in the business. Please share with us what it used to be and where it is now, and your take on it, what you feel about it. Some wisdom to that is going to get better, or how you can see that it's better now with the digital divide coming, closer together as far as we can put our stuff directly to the consumer. Like, what would you be? How would you articulate today's from yesterday's Hollywood experience?
Well, when I first started, it was primarily studio and network driven. So you had, Fox. We really didn't have Fox when I started, but you had ABC, CBS, NBC, and then you had, of course, the major studios, and then you had independent films, some independent films that would be made. Today, as you know, the platforms of delivery for content is greatly expanded because of digital, because all you need is a phone and some cameras, and you can shoot and look good too. So
yeah,
even my digital series, I shot it, parts of it, I shot on my phone, parts of it.
wow,
My phone, this phone right here, this one.
wow.
This
Wow.
is, and this is like an iPhone 8 Plus. So this is not even the good iPhone. So anyway, I shot some of it on this. So so as you mentioned, the points of delivery have changed. Now, you still have to build build audience to be able to sell to that to sell on those platforms. I mean, you could put a film. Anybody can put a project on Amazon, but who's going to watch it? I mean, people got to still turn to the channel and watch it. So and then the money for certain projects, you have to kind of build that, and your audience drives that. So, and then the other part of that is that, because of the multiple platforms, then there is kind of this hunger and desire and market for more content. So that means people are looking for new talent, people looking for new writers. There's a wide spectrum of opportunity for everybody, and that's changed from when I started. Hasn't always been that until recently. Yeah. And something that I kind of saw coming. I'll just say a little brief story. So when I first started, used to always be boycotts. NAACP or whoever would boycott the studios to hire more Black directors or more actors or whatever. And then you would always see networks or whomever acquiesce and give you one or two things to shut us up. And this would go up and down. It would go on forever. They give us a little bit, they take it back away. Give you a little bit, take it away. And I never liked that. I never saw this as the answer. I always saw kind of a free market approach to solving some of these problems. That means competing to create demand for product. So in other words, give me an example. Let's say BET does Being Mary Jane, okay? And Black people watching on BET Being Mary Jane. What happens now, because it's less about ratings, that's still important. It's more about audience and demographics now. So if BET is getting an audience, now CBS wants to compete with that audience. Now ABC wants to do that. Okay? And so now we're in a position to we're actually competing for audience. So that creates a demand for all these other different portals, whether they be Black owned, Black run or not, to also have a demand for Black product. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. So this whole boycott thing, I'm not big on those. I'm big on hitting people where it counts. Let's create content. Let's create an atmosphere of competition where it just makes everybody happy. You got BET, you got All Black, you got BET Plus, you got Brown Sugar, you got Urban Flicks, you got all these different Black run things that are doing stuff. And now other platforms want to compete. Now, forget a boycott. Now it's good for everybody. And everybody's not going to be happy with all the content. Sometimes people are going to say, oh, that's garbage. I don't like that, whatever. We see that all the time. Who cares? Nobody cares. Yeah. People just are working. Lots of stuff that I see, I don't really like. I just watch it anyway to support it. I don't have to like it because, that's art. Art is subjective. What's good to you may not be good to me. So,
but once you'll find out, you'll get some good stuff on it too. Now,
there's lots of good stuff out there. There's lots of good stuff out there. Lots. So, I'm very happy. So long story short, again, I've talked for a long time on this, is that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And someone said to me last year when they saw this new Black content, oh, it's going to stop. Watch, it's going to end. It ain't going to end. It's never going to end. It's over.
Yeah.
It's not ending. Trust me. So, but that's the cynics, people being cynical or whatever, having a flashback from the past. It's not going to happen. It's going to keep going.
Yes.
And then if it doesn't keep going, we just keep on making our own stuff anyway for us.
There you go.
Forget all that. I might think. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, no.
I am not thinking about what they do. I'm thinking about what I'm doing.
Right. We always been consistent. We always found a way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to always be at the forefront, to be consistent, putting our stories out there that matters to us.
Yeah. But but even that is not a monolith.
Yeah.
I was on a thread the other day on social media, and there was somebody clowning One Night Miami. They didn't like my One Night
Yeah.
Miami.
Oh,
They did a whole thread talking about how much, and then the Judas and the Black Messiah. That's people are. Who cares? I mean, people are
yes.
gonna not like it. It doesn't even stuff that, and that really bothers me. By the way, let me just say that. And I mean, not that people don't have a right to comment, because people have a right to not like something. But when they make it to be this horrible, they shouldn't have made it kind of a thing, that does bother me just a little bit, because it just shows you that you can't please everybody. But some people always have a problem with something. We're the most critical people. We just criticize everything. We ask for more content. We ask for more stuff. Then when it's not fed to us the way we think it should be fed, then we are critical of the person who made it. It's one thing to say, I don't like that. That's fine. But what I don't like is when you're criticizing the creator of it and suggesting they should not have made it, or that the project is somehow demeaning or demoralizing or it's not accurate. That bothers me, because that's really what shows me that maybe we're not ready in some ways for the success that God is bringing forth right now.
Or a lot of people just wish it was them. So you kind of
they need to go out. Then in that case, I agree with you. In that case, they need to go out and do it. And say, "Oh, shut up, go out and do it."
And that is the real issue of people that talk and don't get the work in and persevere, because it's not easy. So a lot of people, they want to have that success, but they don't want to put the work that requires and the persistency. So yeah, so when you see that happen, they would just wish it was them. That's all that was. But it's a wonderful time for content and creators. And like I say, if you have a project you want to make, just make it. Like Mr. Gray said, just make it, put it out, and there you go. You just see what it do. So we pretty much talked about your philanthropy as well. You talked about the co-founder of the Bill Dukes Foundation. That's wonderful. So any other charity stuff you involved in?
No.
That's pretty much it.
No, in terms of, I guess, on the grand scale, but I'm involved in personal charity all the time, helping individuals.
Yes. Yeah.
Personal things that I do that I don't talk about.
Yeah.
People just, ask me and I do it and I just keep going, So, I mean, that is ongoing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amazing. I seen the casting you do in your office in Toluca Lake. What are all the services you provide from your organization you have there?
We primarily do the casting piece is more or less consulting. So, for example, we just worked on a film called Remember Me. It's about Mahalia Jackson. And we primarily were consultants on the film. My wife and I, we're associate producers on the film. We actually act in it too. But our role there was primarily consulting, and much of our consulting was casting.
Wow.
Much of it. And so, and then I frequently get calls from people who want to find a certain actor. They want to either find a name person they know I know, or they want me to give them suggestions on who could play certain roles that they have. So I'm not a casting office per se.
Yeah.
But we do consult on casting, and we do, look at tape sometimes and offer, opinions about what we see based upon the material.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Easy. Amazing. So I'm so excited. We here on Hollywood Now, another great interview with Carl Gilliard, director, producer, actor. It's a wonderful thespian of the arts. We just so excited to have him today, talking about his wonderful Hollywood experience, about all the wonderful things and projects he has going on and what he has worked on. We just want to bring it all together. If anything that you want to share with our audience that we missed out, in conclusion, what advice? And I like to end sometimes at this question, and with you, I want to end with who gave you some of the best advice? Like some people mention Richard Pryor. Some people mention, wonderful, great actors, what I'm saying, that have come a long way, that have really, really personified Hollywood, Sidney Poitier. I hear wonderful stories of what these wonderful people had, have poured into them and pull it to the side moment, as you would say. Can you think of anything wonderful that someone has shared with you in your career that gave you great advice?
I can't really pinpoint anything.
Okay.
I've learned so much from so many people, but I think I guess the best advice that was ever given to me was given by Bill Duke.
Okay.
Around 1998. I've known Bill for almost 30 years. And he's Mr. Duke still, but we're like family. In fact, his birthday is tomorrow. Today is Thursday.
He's a Pisces like me. Yeah.
Tomorrow. So the advice he gave me was, don't just be an actor. Produce, write, direct.
Yes.
If you can't write, then find writers who you can partner with to help them produce their projects. Mm-hmm. And I think that, I've talked about that here on your program, is to, find ways to serve other people. Yeah. Find ways to help other people realize their dream. Yeah. And just kind of set that in motion in your life while you also train and learn about be a student of the business. I'm telling you a lot more than you asked me, but I think the main thing,
wonderful.
The main thing is really be diverse.
Yeah.
You're a business person. You're not just an actor. And that changed my life. That was 1998. And I think it also gave me kind of sea legs, so to speak. Mm. Because now as an actor, when I audition for something and I don't get it, it's never personal, because I understand what it's like to hire actors. I know how to sit on the other side of the table and see the whole picture. Yes. And so now I understand that it's not just about me in this role. I might not fit that project for a various amount of reasons. So be the best actor you can be, but always see the big picture and don't take it personally. Don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah. Don't take yourself so doggone seriously. Yes, the craft of acting isn't easy. It looks easy if you're good at it. Yeah. But it's not. We're not like surgeons, you know what I'm saying? We're not, shooting rockets to the moon or Mars. This is acting, it's entertainment. Yes. So I don't. Now there may be somebody who would differ with me and think that we are equal to, surgeons, which I don't think that. But it's a serious craft. It's a noble craft. It's a blessed craft. It's a needed craft. But find balance in your life. Live your life. And don't make it all about this, is what I guess I would say, in addition to being diverse and helping others. Yeah, that's what I would say, I think.
And that would be the same advice you would give to anyone who's aspiring to come into the business?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's funny, though. My wife, she probably thinks that I'm crazy because I repeat myself so much. When you're over 60, you repeat. She probably don't know that I know this, but I know I repeat myself. Okay, I know. So she's watching, honey. Yes, I know that I repeat myself a lot. She probably don't think I know that. I do. But what I told her this morning is that I'm amazed that I'm even doing this. Yeah. It's just, to me, I've done probably 110 projects. If you go to my IMDb, it's about 110. And every time I get on the set, I'm amazed that I'm there. Wow. I'm just amazed that I'm there. That's just the grace of God on my life to show me that he is real. That's how I see it for me. Wow. And so I can be nothing but grateful for that. And, am I a cocky guy? Yeah, I'm a man. What black man ain't cocky? You show me a black man who ain't cocky, I'll show you low testosterone. Okay? So yeah, I got some of that going on. Yeah. But I'm grateful. I'm just grateful, man. That's all,
So please let the people know how to get a hold of you, how they can connect with you, how can they can help serve what you're doing and connect.
Okay, well, my name is right there at Carl Gilliard. You can find me on Facebook there. You can find me on Twitter there. You can find me on Instagram there at Carl Gilliard. That's my name. I don't want, in case I have to get it, I don't have to worry about it. I just go to Facebook because that's my name. So that's basically a Twitter, Instagram, and then of course my series, 2 Degrees, the series. That's how you find it. 2 Degrees, the series is you look it up on Twitter, definitely on Facebook and on Instagram. 2, you spell out the word 2, not the number. TWO Degrees, the series, and that's my digital show. And then of course, throw some dimes together and subscribe to BET Plus and binge The Family Business and Giants and All Black, For the Love of Jason. Just go check out all this Black content that's out there. Watch me, but also be proud of the fact that Black folks are doing some big things.
Oh, it's amazing. Wonderful. I'm excited about what's going on and the wonderful content that's out there on all the different platforms. It's just really amazing because you discover something new and great every day. And people share and we tell each other. It's like, you haven't seen this. It's like, oh my God. And when you watch it, that's what Family Business is like. I didn't see it, but they told me about, oh my God, I love it. I love it. It's a great show.
Family Business is a lot of fun. I'm just so, those are some great people right there. I love it.
What I love about shows like that is no topic is new. Or like you said, we always describe one show from another show. So it's always similarities. But when you're able to find a newness in what you're doing now, it seems new. It seems like it's never been done before. You see what I'm saying? Right. And when you watch Family Business, you could say Sopranos or you could correlate with some other show. But when you watch it, it's like
crime show by crime family. Right.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like, that's what I tell people. It's a movie the TV show about a Black crime family, and everybody on the show is pretty much bad. Everybody, pretty much. My character is bad. He's not bad yet, but he's coming.
but Clifton Powell, Ernie Hudson. It's just, and I love me some Valerie Pettiford. I love Valerie.
My God.
Woo, yeah, she's a thespian as well. I love that.
I did a scene with her last season. Season 2 is on right now. I did a scene with her, and we had been looking forward to doing the scene because I know Valerie from some years ago. And she's saying, because they COVID messed her up, so they had to put it back. So we finally did the scene, and boy, what a joy that was. Let me off the subject of Valerie Pettiford real fast. So you ever see her and jump in the broom?
I did.
Oh. So we shot that scene, and I know about it. I never told her this, but I told her that day. I said, you know what? When I saw you shoot that scene and jump in the broom, I could not watch that with my wife. Oh, that scene right there. I could watch that scene over and over again. She's so good in that movie. I told her that day we shot that scene. So yeah, she's wonderful. And so is Ernie, by the way. Ernie's another one.
Oh, Ernie.
Hey, everybody. Miguel Nunez.
Everybody.
Cool,
everybody.
Gold and Anthony Montgomery, and I can go on
Tammy
and on.
Roman. Everybody is wonderful.
I haven't met Tammy Roman yet because I have not seen Tammy one time.
Tammy Roman always desired to act, so it's like here she goes because now you really see she could really act. It's amazing, amazing. I love it. So we definitely I reached out to the cast. I want to have them on as well, and you definitely got to come back. And we definitely, like I say, we connect. Stay put. I want to connect with you before we go. But thank you guys so much for tuning in for another interview with Hollywood Now, where we connect and we interview Hollywood stars, insiders, and influencers. Today we had Carl Gilliard, actor, producer, director, thespian himself. We are so excited. Gave us all this great knowledge. Please, if you have not subscribed, take this time to subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Share. Thank you guys so much for joining for another interview. Until next time, stay put, my friend. Hollywood Now. Thank you guys.